Hi, we're here. Is everything working? That's just an ad for whatever. We have 1 minute. I like how the timer said 36 seconds. It hit 0, then it said 50 seconds. Yeah. It's like, come on. So we're here. We're doing PC gaming show.
Exciting.
It's going to last, I think, approximately 1 hour and 45 minutes. And then after that, there'll be a break. And then Sony's happens tonight.
Exciting.
Dave bowed out because Dave doesn't care about PC gaming too much compared to us. And he's gonna go do some grocery shopping, and he's gonna get like a pizza. We're gonna have some pizza in between the shows tonight. So he's fucking off for a while. It'll be us doing this. PC Master Race Party. That's right. I forgot to alert Discord, guys. Can someone go into the Discord, preferably a mod, and like ping? Be like, listen,
Dev.
We're here.
Dev.
Don't do it. You can do it if you want anyway.
Magic.
I should probably full screen this, shouldn't I?
Gaming.
Might be a good idea.
Hey, give me a second. Give me a second.
It says, don't just obey the rules.
Why is it a diva mech in Doom?
It says, don't
Stardew!
just
Stardew!
stories. Inhabit them. It says,
Thank you,
don't just
Pierspeg.
accept the limits. Overclock beyond them. It
What
says,
should I say? If I
don't
can just type it out.
play
That's good.
games.
They're already doing it.
Revel in them. Unleash them. It says, seriously, is every
Fortnite.
game battle royale now? Or is it just me? From
They made the joke about
mountaintops
battle
to
royale
dungeons, from deep waters to deeper space. From solo quests to mass engagements.
I fully
There is
agree, Marie.
magic in PC gaming. Let's celebrate that magic together.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Time to play Hearthstone and watch Cucks react to video game. Very honest, do you miss the entire like 2 days? We've been doing this whole time.
Plot.
We've been streaming like 6 hours today so far.
Oh, hello to everyone.
It's day 9 again.
Hello to everyone at the wheel.
Yeah, they mentioned
Welcome
that
to the
in
PC
a
Gaming
summary.
Show.
Good for him.
Yes.
And you know what? He's kept the weight off. He used to be a real fatty.
Oh, yeah?
And last year he was
My
thin
name
and
is
he's still
Dave,
thin.
I'm
Good
your
for him, man.
host
You
today.
go, bro.
I am delighted to be here. We have a fantastic show for you this afternoon. First,
Doxed.
all of you came out to the Wiltern. Thanks for joining us. The Wiltern is just a beautiful venue here in Los Angeles. To all of you online on Twitch, thanks for joining us. To those co-streaming partners, hey as well, I'm talking to you.
That's
Drop
us.
Frames, great to
We're the
have you here.
co-stream partners.
And of course, to all the wonderful sponsors that help make the PC Gaming Show come back again for the 4th straight year.
Nice.
Now-
Good job. Oh,
Good on you.
I watched Double Fine a little bit.
Now,
It
I'm
was
not
really
the only
fucking
host
bad.
here this year.
It
I
was
have my
really
co-op
bad.
partner
Fuck you,
up
Tim
in the
Schafer.
balcony. It's Frankie Ward joining us today. How's it going, Frankie?
Hey, Sean, I'm going to be up here in the balcony with a bunch of creative new PC games coming your way. From Warfare's latest update to some offbeat indie gems.
Frankie, we are so excited for the show to get started. We have over 30
Wasn't it
games
Maya
we're going to be
Kramer up there
looking at
last year?
across the next 90
games.
minutes. So let's get it underway. Our very first title is from Coffee Stain Studios. Their game has absolutely massive construction as well as automation. Let's take a look at Satisfactory.
Satisfactory. Ha.
Satisfactory game.
Ha.
Pop or hurl. Good luck in your test, dude. Marie, he's like that on his streams. Day 9. He's a Twitch guy. Ooh. I don't get it yet, but ooh.
It's,
Minecraft.
no, it's Terraria, not pixelated.
Yeah. Well, Minecraft does this too, but yeah.
Yeah.
I like how he's just literally like, grab the bush, grab the bush, grab the bush.
This is not No Man's Sky,
Dude,
no.
he's deforesting the entire landscape.
Yep.
There's gonna be some environmental SJWs out there who are losing their shit at this right now.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying No Man's Sky for some reason.
It's not No Man's Sky, you guys. We said the name of the game.
Yeah, it's called Satisfactory.
Yeah.
Looks cool though.
This does look neat.
Yeah. You know what this nature needs? Industry. I'm about to get processed. That looks cool, man.
Joining me on the stage to talk about it
It is a survival
is the
craft
game
game,
director
yeah.
at Coffee
Spent a lot of
Stain
those recently.
Studios. It's Oscar Gilsayan.
I mean, at least they're not
Come
just
here,
straight up
Oscar.
Minecraft ripoffs
Welcome
like they
to
were a
the
couple
stage.
years ago.
Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Now, Oscar, I just want to begin right away by asking, what is Satisfactory all about?
Satisfactory is essentially about building these huge automated factories. So you
Look
play
at your
as
audience.
an engineer that's been sent from Earth
Audience.
to this alien planet. And you're going to
We're
build
right
these enormous
here.
machines.
Look at
It's
the
hinted
audience.
At the end of the trailer there.
Yeah.
And to build that, you need a
Yeah, arcs like
ton
that
of
too.
parts, which you need to build machines that will make them for you. So you'll start out pretty simple with a few machines,
Yeah.
and then you'll just expand and expand and expand until you finally need to start cutting down trees and replace them with like more convenient concrete.
This guy knows exactly what this game's all
Example of
about.
what producing a more advanced resource might look like.
Right. After a while, you'll need to create something more advanced, like a computer, for
Yeah.
example. And at that point, you'll have some copper stuff set up, your wires and cables. But to
Yeah.
make plastic, you need to get some oil. So you need to go out
How's the audio,
and
guys?
find this oil,
Yeah.
build some oil pumps and oil refineries, and set up a transport with.
Oh, shit, is it?
software
Okay, I'll fix it right now, sorry.
between The outpost in your factory.
The green screen's
I want
yeah
to
right
talk
there.
about that
Fixing it.
scale because there's a lot of games where you build a house.
Thank
or
you
a
for
small
telling me.
town. How much area are we talking about where all your factories will exist?
Oh, this factory will grow enormous. The main part,
can't get it
which will
completely
probably
right.
be the biggest, will start spreading more and more and more. Or in some cases, we'll have players just building these
That's pretty good there.
massive, tall buildings with
Yeah.
factory floor upon factory floor. But including the
that should be a
resources
fix.
that you need to gather from basically all around the map.
Yeah.
So you'll have vehicles driving all over.
Now, I want to ask about the first-person perspective because these types of games typically are top-down. Why first-person?
We wanted it to feel like the player's the one building the stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
He does look very nervous, which I'm assuming is why he hasn't actually even glanced out at the crowd once.
Yeah,
But also
yeah.
when you go out and explore, you'll be the one like you.
Thanks,
go
Floppy
through the
Knickers.
Underbrush and in the jungles and whatever.
I mean, in the trailer, it even looked like there's a lot more to explore, like different environments and biomes.
Yeah. The map is.
Oh, he said biomes, 'cause that's a
and varied.
Minecraft term.
Yeah.
And it's about 30 square kilometers in size, so it's kind of enormous.
Wow. And, one final question. I saw multiple.
It is day
engineers
9,
there.
yeah.
How does multiplayer work?
Oh, it's a co-op game. So you'll start up a server and play with your friends.
Great. Now, tell us, how do we get our hands on this game?
So we got a closed alpha planned in the coming months. So you can sign up for the alpha at satisfactorygame.com.
Oh, it's only an alpha.
Yeah, then you'll know.
Well, great. Oscar, thanks for joining me on stage once again. That is Satisfactory Game.
Oh, we finally looked out at the audience. Congratulations, Oscar.
Our very first indie title of the day.
We do indeed, Sean, because
I
here's
wonder
something
if-
we love about the PC platform. It's such fertile ground for creative ideas from small teams. NeoCab is an emotional survival game set in the future about gig labor, tech disruption, and the experience of being a driver for hire. Perhaps the last of your kind. From the brand new indie studio Chance Agency, let's watch the first gameplay trailer for NeoCab.
Neocab?
Let's see. Cool. This is a bit. People are loving cyberpunk style games nowadays, aren't they?
I don't mind that. No, they're cool.
There's been like 30 of them this E3 though.
That's okay.
Revolution 60. More black strong female lesbians.
This looks like something I'd get.
Yeah?
Yeah. This looks like something I'd probably get and play,
Neocab.
but that is probably like not amazing.
Yeah.
But that I
Now, our
would
next
probably
game,
Wait for a Steam sale.
believe it or not,
Yeah.
I
is
wait
in
for a
the
Steam
Battle
sale for
Royale
everything. I'm a cheap
genre.
fuck.
2018, what do you expect? We have several Battle Royale games we're going to be talking about today because the Battle Royale format is very simple and very flexible. Players play
Please,
in an
don't.
ever-shrinking space until there's one last standing. So developers have already been doing all kinds of different explorations of what this could possibly be. And our very
I like
first
the art style,
Battle Royale
actually.
game that we'll be introducing today has up to 1,000 concurrent players. It's from Automaton Games. Let's look at Maverick's Proving Grounds.
Maverick's what?
Proving Grounds. They just like outright said, Battle Royale. We're gonna play a bunch of Battle Royale games today.
Well, I mean, when everyone wants to cash in on the Battle Royale craze, I suppose.
Well, Radical Heights already died. Cliffy B is already a failure. His game lasted like 2 months. Yeah. How about we actually do Battle Royale, like the Japanese movie called Battle Royale?
What's that about?
School kids, post-apocalyptic future, school kids in Japan get sent to an island to kill each other.
Why?
It's basically Hunger Games, but before Hunger Games was a thing. This was like back in the early 90s that they made this.
Jesus.
People keep saying Hunger Games, like no, Battle Royale did it first. The faces look slightly off for me, Miss Short Fat Otaku. I guess.
No, I agree that the faces didn't actually make the people look attractive. I'm just saying I like the art style.
Like the rest of the art, like the city and stuff.
No, I even like the way the people look. I like that kind of art style, even if it looks bad. I don't know why. It's like how you like shitty movies.
I guess. Lights dim, the doors locked, the big screen shows a number of people in the theater. Only one may leave. It's Battle Royale, the conference. We just watch everyone kill each other.
Aren't these games like fairly similar to just any Call of Duty ever?
No.
No?
Well, we played Fortnite.
Yeah.
This is really Call of Duty doll.
Well, I mean, I guess not, because Fortnite's like goofy,
Joining
but
me
I
on the
mean something
stage
like
to talk
that.
about Maverick's Proving Grounds is the CEO of Automaton
Yeah, Deb, you like
Games.
rabbits.
It's
Don't fucking
James
judge
Thompson.
me.
I don't like rabbits.
No,
I like Nintendo. And therefore, if it's Mario vs. Rabbids, I'll play
because
it.
you're an Nintendo fag.
James, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
He's really young. Wow.
Now, I want to
What?
immediately ask, what about Maverick's Proving Grounds distinguishes itself from other Battle Royale games?
Yeah, well, as you said, it's a very popular formula, and you know that last man standing kind of game type is incredibly compelling by itself. But Mavericks is really about depth. You know, we've already talked about 400 players before, and we're sort of super excited today to talk about our 5-man squad mode being 1,000 players. But really, it's about depth as well. It's about the fact that that environment is even a bigger step, the simulation and those elements sort of combining together.
Yeah, I want to zoom in right on the 1,000 players aspect. How does that really shift the dynamic from the, say, 100 that we're typically used to?
Well, it's really about combining scale with the depth of simulation. So the fact that together, what you actually have is a landscape that means you're making decisions off a lot more information.
Yeah, I mean, because you hinted at that twice now. Like, what do you mean by there's a lot more information in the environment for players to process?
So take a concrete example, right? So let's say a player's walking through the map. They'll be leaving footprints. They'll be displacing foliage, like grass bending. But siege-style gameplay in houses, that's like a lot of destruction systems that sort of together make the map much more of a dynamic environment.
It's like a recent history of who could have been here. I want to ask about what more is in store for Maverick's Proving Grounds. I understand that this is.
Are you listening to this while you mow your lawn?
Than someone might expect.
Yeah, so it's not just that session-based gameplay. You enter the game through the capital, which starts with a persistent social hub.
That's
so
fair.
we draw from the MMORPG side of things. It's really it's a full world, not just a map. So it's got a persistent game type side to it too. Yeah. But really, it's about bringing this all together into something which makes a much richer.
I thought battle royales were supposed to be like rounds and shit. If you have 1,000 people, how the
It could take a long
signing
time
up
to finish
for
a round.
Beta, you can do that now at mavericks.gg/closed-beta. And actually, if you register this week, you'll get special in-game content for free from E3.
Well, awesome.
And we have only 100,000 slots for the first group signing up, so that will give you some beta access. But I'm sure there are a lot more people than that on the stream, so you do that if you're interested in.
Well, James, thanks so much for joining us. Once again, that's maverick.gg. Our very next game helps showcase the extraordinary power of modders. Frankie, tell us about it.
It does indeed, Sean. On PC, we don't just play what's given to us. We mod games to make our own experiences. And for many developers, modding is a way to turn a hobby into a career. The Forgotten City is the perfect example. It's a standalone game that's a reimagining of a wildly successful mod. In fact, the first mod in history to win a National Writers Guild Award. For the first time ever, here's gameplay from the Forgotten City.
Forgotten City.
Let's see.
Well, it's a mod of a game.
Well, so was Dota.
Yeah, but what mod is this from?
I don't know.
Probably from Skyrim.
I'm so sorry you had to find me like this. And worse, that you'll suffer the same fate I did.
Star Trek Next Generation look hot? Really? You think so?
I've spent a lifetime in this place. An ancient underground city. Its existence long
She just looked like someone
searching for a
fucking
way
Jean-Luc
out.
Picard would end up banging.
All I found was a window into the past. If even one person here commits a sin, everyone will die.
Oh, shit.
I tried to set things right, but whatever I did, it took me right back to the beginning. It's all up to you now. Go back, investigate, talk to everyone, help them out if it'll win their trust. Bend the rules as far as you can. Figure out who's responsible for this. And maybe you can do what I never could. Save these people. Save yourself.
The many shall suffer for the sins
Pompeii?
of the one.
Forgotten City.
This seems like a game that you would
Coming
like.
up on the PC Gaming Show. What's next for Killing Floor 2?
Oh.
An unannounced game from Tripwire Interactive. And now your host, Sean Plott.
That was
Our
almost
next
a commercial
game
break.
is a blast from the past. It's not a sequel or prequel or remake, but rather an entirely new game altogether. Let's take a look at Stardoc's Star Control Origins.
Star Control.
Long ago, the Singularity formed, its creators uplifted into something beyond our understanding. These beings, now known as the Lexites, left Earth, traveling to multiple planets in our solar system, before vanishing altogether. This is why we are
Holy
here.
shit, yeah.
Welcome to
As soon as I heard
Star
Star Control, I knew.
a state-of-the-art international space agency tasked with the exploration of our solar system
Don't leave us,
and the
McLaughlin.
defense of Earth. Here reside the world's brightest minds and greatest technology, brought together by a strong curiosity to discover the unknown. Help us pioneer the future. Join today.
Star Control has accelerated the construction of our new modular deep solar system vessel specifically for this mission. It's the fastest, most expensive ship humanity has ever made, Captain.
I am Chief Viscosity Officer Windu of the Tyrone. The Scribe have evidently received traces of your radio broadcasts themselves.
I don't know what to think.
Doesn't seem like a game I'd like.
No?
Not for me, at least.
It's just like a goofy Mass Effect. Oh god, can I shoot the art director?
A delightful new spaceship.
You must be humans. We've heard so much about you.
Okay.
Joining me to talk about Star Control is the director of production at Stardock, Patrick Shaw. Thanks for joining me on stage today, Patrick.
Looks okay.
Thanks for having me here.
So now just tell us straight up, what is Star Control all about?
So Star Control is an open universe action RPG. You can visit dozens of aliens, hundreds of different stars, thousands of different unique planets, and you can land on each and every one of them. And when you're driving around the planets, you can jump over canyons, blast critters, and then you can venture out into the solar system and do ship-to-ship combat.
I was actually thinking that the entire time.
And
This looks like
ask,
Doing
since
Sky.
I know the
Except
story's a big
cartoony.
part of this game, with it being open world, how do you make sure that the story still stays as the focus for the player?
Yeah, so we're really excited about the story that we prepared for Star Control. It's funny, it's creative.
Maybe I'm burnt out on games at this point, but none of these are really catching my attention super
seriously. What we're very excited about is we have an infinite universe. That is, we are fully simulating the entire universe at all times. So even if you're on some podunk little moon in the corner of the universe, the aliens are still moving around the universe, doing their own thing, exploring and interacting with each other.
Neat.
So it's not just like at a planet, there's the same town whenever you visit it. It depends on how the simulation has driven it forward.
Right, exactly.
That's
So
cool.
This is the
I like games that do that.
infinite universe is the glue that connects my story, my adventure to the larger open galaxy.
That's awesome. Now, I know modding is going to be a big part of Star Control Origins.
fair,
How does
Lynn.
modding work?
So what's your favorite science fiction show?
Probably Firefly.
Yeah, so what would you think of making Firefly Season 2?
Fuck off. It's not that good.
Patrick.
It would have been better if it
You're
was
putting me on
actually
the spot
fucking
on
finished.
stage right now, yeah.
No, it's just, I tried to get into
anyways,
it
in
so
Star Control
hard.
Origins, you can
and
create your
I
own
was just,
ships, your own
If it was
planets,
finished,
your own
it'd be good.
galaxies. You can package up your adventures and share them with your friends online.
So
You were
someone
just
else can
jaded.
take care of Firefly Season 2. That's up to you. Now, last thing I want to ask about is
Please.
how multiplayer works.
Right. So in the game, we have ship-to-ship combat, and that turned out to be so popular in our early testing. They're like, we should make this a separate gameplay mode. So we did. We called it Fleet Battles. So you can create your own ships. You build them out of different pieces and parts. You attach different weapons and defenses, and then you go online to play them. You can either play local multiplayer, 2 people on the same machine, or online, ranked or online play.
Where can people go to pick up Star Control Origins?
Well, right now, Star Control Origins is available for pre-order on GOG and Steam.
Well, lovely. Guys, definitely be sure
blasphemy?
to head over to
Firefly.
Oh, yeah, no,
People
it's not.
love Firefly, man.
It's not that good.
It's not that good.
I don't fucking care if I said Skyrim. Firefly is not that good.
Fireflies.
Star Control Origins is launching on September 20th, 2000.
Nostalgia is killing you.
This is a very
Look for it on
quiet
September
stream. Can I
20th.
turn it up somehow?
You turn it up on our end, so you can't really hear anything.
Now, our next game
It's okay, Marie, I
was
wouldn't let it
PC's
go either.
favorite game from E3 last year. It is Hunt Showdown from Crytek. Let's take a look at
This is
what's
your favorite
coming
game,
for Hunt
not
Showdown
last night?
just after E3.
What?
Knock, knock, motherfucker!
I never took swimming lessons.
Oh, shit. What the fuck is that?
Hunt. Showdown.
I am here with Guy from Skydance, who's here to tell me why fighting in massive mech suits is not about to go out of fashion anytime soon. Guy, now Hellfire, Archangel was originally a single-player narrative game, but Hellfire, this new edition, what changes is that going to make?
Well, players really loved the single-player narrative, but they all kept telling us the same thing. They said, we really want it multiplayer, and we want it off-rails. And we kind of thought, that's a completely different game, but let's give it a shot. And so we got a crack team together. They put something really special. We got 4 maps. We got 6 different mechs. Tons of weapons where you could just blast through the environment and other mechs alike. And it's really just an amazing experience. You can zip around in your mech. You can tower over others. It's just something special that I can try right now.
Is this coming out of early access? So you just said we can try it right now, but you've got the full version launching soon, right?
Correct. Yeah, it's coming out in July 17th. But you can try it right now if you want an early access. Help us iron out the kinks and break some mechs along the process.
I know they just call it early access beta.
People at home can see, Guy, but as a heavy mech woman, I can't wait for you to be my light mech wingman in that 2v2 PvP. So let's take a closer look at Archangel Hellfire.
Let's do it.
I don't know why, but for some reason I just don't like mechs. And I don't know what it is.
I like them in anime.
And that's the thing, I'm not even a really big fan of them in anime, and I have no idea why, because I like robot stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A mech game really, in my opinion, only makes sense if you can get out and be a human and just see the difference in scale in the world. Otherwise, you're just piloting a regular guy. You know what I mean?
Our next
Someone
title
put
is
those
one
two
I've
in
been
a
looking
Franks.
forward to for quite some time. It's from the makers of Sherlock Holmes, and it's a delightful-looking Lovecraftian mystery. It's called The Sinking City, and joining me to talk about it is the community manager at Frogwares, Sergey Oganessian.
Okay, is
Welcome,
everyone
Sergey.
short,
Thanks for
or is
joining
Day
me
9
today.
just really tall?
Yeah, you've earned a handshake.
Yeah, you
Welcome.
know.
Guys, look up how tall Day 9 is so we can know.
I love that you lie to me so kindly. I want to ask right away, The Sinking City, there's a lot of open world, third-person type games. What makes The Sinking City different from what a player might expect?
Well, I mean, The Sinking City is an open-world action investigation game inspired by Lovecraft. And we believe that these 3 elements already make the game pretty unique. And when I say that you can be a detective in a supernatural world full of mystery and, cosmic fear, like, I really mean it, because investigations are really at the core of The Sinking City.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of games in the open world genre that are focused on action, but you say investigation is at the core. What are investigation mechanics? What does it look like?
So the first thing you should know right off the bat is that we are not going to offer any hand-holding for the player. We will not give you any clear objectives in your diary or, markers on the map telling you where to go or what to do.
Good.
It's actually up to you to figure that out.
Fuck young
Instead, we will
gamers.
give you information,
Those are fucking quest
hints,
logs.
evidence, like clues, crime scenes to examine, like people to talk to, suspects to question. And we will ask you in return to use your wits and your intuition to, experiment with your findings. Maybe like find a way.
If he's an
how to progress.
investigator, he's going to be
Also
writing
know that
shit
finding these clues
down.
will not only help you understand
Maybe
what's
they could do
going
it like
on
in,
and get a better
Shenmue, where
understanding
each
of the
page
world
filled
and its
out as
people,
you
but
found
it will
clues.
also help you maybe change the course of your investigation.
You mentioned the world itself, and I mean, the footage that I've seen through the years has just been absolutely beautiful. Talk to me about the world that we're in and what investigation
It's a
is at the
supernatural
core.
world.
So the game takes place in this fictional city of Oakmont in the state of Massachusetts. The city which is flooded. There is a terrible disaster going on which has claimed like thousands of lives. And also, like, it seems like it awakened frightening monsters which now roam the streets of Oakmont. People that live in the city, they are very different, like different social classes, gangs, cultists, poor people, rich people, but they are all united by fear. They're all afraid, maybe except for the cultists, of course. They're all afraid that, for their lives because of the flood, because of the monsters. And we actually want to understand what's going on. We want to understand what lies behind this ostensibly supernatural flood. And what's even funny is that while everybody is afraid, nobody wants to leave. But this is kind of a different story.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've talked a little bit about the story world and how it's inspired by Lovecraft. What about the game mechanics? You've mentioned the sanity mechanic in the past.
Indeed, we do have a sanity mechanic which directly impacts gameplay. When our hero is under a lot of stress, when he sees like something supernatural, something disturbing,
it's a little bit
even when
different.
he's making choices in the story which he's not comfortable with making, he will begin to lose his sanity. he will start to have hallucinations, he will start to hear distorted sounds, which will allow the player to understand that something is actually going wrong. Maybe we need to, step back and do something about that.
That's the internal
As of right
darkness
now, we're still
mechanic.
fine-tuning this mechanic because we are still looking, for the sweet spot between impact on the gameplay and impact on the story.
Since we're almost out of time, I still just have to ask, what are the sweet monsters that we're going to get to see in the game?
Oh, we have different kinds of monsters. We have different kinds of archetypes, with different abilities. And, we actually give you tools. The game is not about fighting monsters. Investigation is the core of the game. But we give you tools to defend yourself. So we give you weapons, we give you skills, we give you even certain traps. In return, we ask you that you make a decision, because the game is about making a decision. Ammunition is scarce, and you have to adjust your tactics accordingly.
So I know a lot of people have all sorts of questions about what the game is like. Where can they go to find out more information?
So if you're hungry for more, you can always follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. This is where we post our updates regularly. Facebook, The Sinking City Game, YouTube, Frogwares. So go there, and this is definitely the place to go if you want to learn more.
Well, I'm super excited personally to see how it turns out. Thanks for joining me on stage, Sergey. The Sinking City.
Exciting.
Now, our next game is a PC title that has only gotten better over the last few years, and I'm always excited to hear what they have in store. Frankie is up on the balcony with the developers of Warframe. Talk to me, Frankie.
Well, we all know the PC is home to some of the most devoted communities in gaming, and one of the best undoubtedly belongs to Warframe. Last year, the game got its first open-world update, Plains of Eidolon, and the next epic cinematic quest is called The Sacrifice. And we've got the exclusive launch trailer for you.
Excellent. Maverick Hunter, we did Eternal Darkness like 3 years ago on the channel already. Sorry, man. It's on the YouTube, though, in the backlog.
I don't know anything about Warframe.
Neither do I.
Megan,
I honestly can't be arsed to figure it out.
Digital Extremes joins me now. Megan, tell me more about The Sacrifice.
So The Sacrifice is the latest installment of our cinematic quests. It continues a story that we started in The Second Dream, continued with The War
that's
Within,
her actual hair color or not.
prologue.
I don't
so
think
the end
so.
of last year,
I
we
don't think
kind of
so.
shattered some hearts and left them with a bit of a plot twist.
Yeah,
And I'm not gonna
Maverick
spoil
Hunter,
it
go back
before
and watch
you
it, man.
Catch up. But what I
You had a
can
lot of fun
say
playing
is
it.
that obviously from the trailer that you saw, the wait for Umbra, the 3-year wait to the Umbra Warframe is finally over. The creepy guy at the end of the trailer there, Ballast, plays a pretty big role in this quest. And again, not going to spoil a lot, but I can say that it's coming this week on PC.
And you
Yes,
guys
Floppy
are
Knickers.
actually currently
The episodes are now 1 hour
waiting.
long, so you get like maybe 2 to 3 a day.
TennoCon right now.
Yes, so it's going to be another big year for us, and I'm really excited for it.
Well, let's take a look at last year's event to get an idea of what TennoCon is all about.
What do you think the mega reveal at 10 Live is going to be?
Hey, that's my boom mic.
This Umbra thing that's maybe
She's
going
holding
on,
it.
whatever.
Oh, thanks, Floppy Knickers.
Well, a lot of people care about Warframe, all right.
Oh, dude,
Whole new
fucking Angry
direction
Joe.
for Warframe and all this. You got all these other games coming out, but this one's free.
When's 2018 happening?
Get it started.
I mean, there'll be more now during E3 because it's
That
E3,
the
but generally
community knows
there's
you as Auntie Megan.
like 2 to 3 videos max.
It must be huge for you to be at TennoCon.
TennoCon is really special for really everyone that works at Digital Extremes. The developers pour their heart and soul into what we do for TennoCon, and I know for me it was literally like the best day of my entire career. I know Rebecca, our community director at home, was watching. But last year when we did the Plains of Eidolon, open world expansion reveal, Reb and I were actually doing that as a live demonstration in front of everyone, and we had practiced it for months, and it went as flawlessly as we could have ever hoped for. And we actually, as people were cheering, it's pitch black on stage. Reb and I look at each other and we just kind of fist pump and both started crying because we didn't crash the demonstration. So if you watch 10 Live this year, if you're there, you can definitely
Maria, I hate that
probably
too.
count on some tears
Fucking
and some
phone games,
emotions
man.
because it's
That's
a
all
really
phone
big
games
game.
are.
So basically, bring tissues, right?
Bring tissues for yourself, for me, for everyone involved, because there will be some tears probably.
But if you can't get to TennoCon because unfortunately it is sold out, how can you watch it online?
So on twitch.tv/Warframe, you can definitely check it out. And PC Gamer is also hosting as well on their Facebook and Twitter.
And you get free stuff by watching Twitch?
You do. So if you want to link your Warframe account to your Twitch account, and all you have to do is watch and you get some free stuff.
Fantastic. So that's happening from July 7th.
Free
And you'll be able to watch TennoCon live through PC Gamer's Twitch channel and the Facebook page. Thank you, Auntie
I hate her shirt.
Sean, it's over to you.
Oh, it says Warframe.
Thank you, Frankie, and
No,
thank you,
her shirt.
Warframe. The next name is one I grew up with, Sega. They've become a
Yes.
prolific publisher of Japanese games known for their fully featured ports, especially beloved by this guy on the left. Sega's bringing shining resonance both to PC and console the same day, and Shenmue is going to be coming later this year. They have all sorts of games coming up. Let's take a look at what Sega's got in store.
Sega! Can't see. Oh, Bayonetta, Shenmue. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Valkyria Chronicles, yes. Bayonetta on PC, okay. I don't know what this is. Tetris.
Shenmue.
This is gonna be the Shenmue remaster, 1 and 2 remade for PC. Fuck yes. Shenmue 1 and 2. I recognize this.
Shining Resonance. That
Never
one
heard
looks
of it,
kind
but
of neat.
it looks cool, yeah. Yakuza.
Yep, that's Yakuza.
It looks better, doesn't it, than the original one that you played, eh? On the show. Yakuza Kiwami, that's the remake of 1, Yakuza 1. Using the Yakuza 0 engine. Fuck yes. Yakuza on PC.
This is a PC gaming conference.
Yeah. Oh, a new Valkyria Chronicles too.
Disco!
Yeah, Yakuza 6. And the later Yakuzas.
Yeah, because it's 0.
Yeah, 0 and 6. They started incorporating like a lot of the goofier stuff from Shenmue, where like you can go to the arcade and play games and stuff. Like a lot of the side stuff.
Yakuza 0 is available for pre-order
Yakuza?
right now.
Yakuza?
It's
It's Yakuza, you fucking
Yakuza.
I hope
dits.
you've been enjoying the show
Sorry.
thus far. We have so much more great stuff to come. Let's
Actually,
see
it's-
what's coming up
it's
at this
like
year's
a dragon.
PC Gaming Show.
Coming up on the PC Gaming Show.
Why are
a new
they doing
publisher
this?
reveals 3 new
I don't know.
games. And the first ever gameplay footage of Overkill's The Walking Dead. And now your host, Sean Plott.
Overkill's The Walking Dead, not Telltale Games The Walking Dead.
And I'm back.
Yeah, collapse again, Naomi, collapse.
Our next guest is a regular here at the PC Gaming Show.
I'm sorry,
having attended
sorry,
all
Marie.
4 years. Frankie's with him up in the balcony. It's Tripwire.
Sean, if you are anything like me, you probably need to let off steam every once in a while. And I personally can't think of a better way to do it than by kicking back and tearing up a load of monstrous enemies. It's kind of either that or pushing the office photocopier
Actually, it's
out
not
the
her
window,
shirt.
and either
It's her
one
skirt.
prefers
It's
the
like a
option that
tube.
keeps me and
No,
everyone
I hate
here
the shirt.
An inflated
in a
tube.
job.
No, because of the
With that in mind,
sleeves.
I am
Wait, they're
thrilled to
open?
welcome Phil Mudd from
Stupid.
Killing
She just looks
Floor
bad
to
in general.
23.
Jesus.
Thanks for having me.
Got a lot of fans in the audience.
Oh, yeah,
Phil.
yeah.
Listen to that applause.
Yep.
They all want to know what
No,
the
he
latest
didn't.
from
No, he
Tripwire
didn't.
and Killing
It's
Floor
Yakuza.
2 is.
Yep, we've been really
I've watched
busy
enough
working on Killing
Japanese
Floor, and we got
dubbed
some,
shows
we
at
got
this
4
point to
major
know how
updates
it's
that are coming
pronounced.
out this year.
Yeah.
The first
It's
one we
Yakuza.
dropped in March, and we're getting ready to drop the next one really soon.
Coming tomorrow, Bill. What's involved?
Yeah, so we're bringing the summer sideshow back, but this time we're mixing circus freaks with steampunk in a really fun, exciting way. And we have a really cool new system that we're adding. It's called the Weapon Upgrade System. And with this, there's 73 different weapons that we have in our game, and each one you can upgrade it and make it viable for late play. So it really adds a lot of creativity to your loadout. So I'm really excited.
stream
to
of
get that
what?
in people's hands.
So you can make your boy
Killing
guns
floor?
big.
Yeah.
Good. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Bill. Let's take a look at the trailer for Treacherous Skies Summer Sideshow.
Well, since we can't see the rest of the mic, I'm assuming it's mic bullshit. Whatever that bump is.
Maybe. Could be a rigid Audi belly button in the skirt.
I think it's too low to be a belly button.
Maybe. Yakuza has De Nuvo. Pixel's gonna shoot himself now. De Nuvo's like a really terrible DRM. Prevents piracy. But usually, De Nuvo's so bad at doing it, it usually just fucks with people who have bought the game actually. And people have already cracked De Nuvo open, so it doesn't even fucking matter.
I don't know how, but these blasted circus freaks followed us on
You jiggling for over there?
Not really.
Okay.
Yes, of daring deeds and horrendous bloodshed. Oh, for me.
I almost want to like nail the coach at this spot in the room and just keep it here.
Blasted traitors! Careful, lads! They're tough! Even removing the head won't put these rebellious robots down. But take heart, lads and lasses! I have invented some new toys! The Doomstick! 4 barrels are better than 2! The Static Strikers! A shockingly stylish set of gauntlets! And the M99 Sniper Rifle! And finally, there's a last-minute addition to the crew.
Watch this woman go.
Seems Mrs. Foster negotiated her way on board and is set on giving Zed
Like the angry.
the business.
Yeah, Killing Floor is one of those games that like a lot of people love that I just never even paid attention to.
Fossey,
I can see why they
joke
like
for
it
you.
though. It seems
Optician
goofy and
says
fun.
my eyes are okay. I say, then how do you explain my husband?
Now, as is tradition, the content that you just saw will be available tomorrow, including a free weekend for PC this weekend. Definitely check it out with Killing Floor 2. But that's not all that Tripwire has. I have the president of Tripwire himself, John Gibson, on stage. John, welcome back again.
Thanks, Sean. Pleasure to be here.
Now, I understand that Tripwire is stepping into also doing publishing. What does that entail?
That's right. So, Sean, it's really challenging for developers right now with the thousands of games that are coming out every year.
Yeah.
It's really hard to
Stop
get
it.
noticed. And then you have the traditional
I'm gonna
publishing
freaking
deals.
put you in a goddamn
so we're giving
straitjacket.
developers fair deals. We're going
A
to
leg
be
straitjacket.
helping them rise above that noise so they can get noticed. And because of our experience developing our own games and publishing our own games, we're going to help them with marketing, funding, mentoring, feedback to help them succeed.
Yeah, I mean, the game that we have on screen is one of those games. This is Road Redemption.
That is right. I'm happy to announce that we're going to be publishing Road Redemption. We're going to be helping them grow and succeed even more on Steam, but also bring the franchise beyond Steam.
Now, I know today you have a world-exclusive new game, hasn't been announced
We
yet.
do. Nobody knows.
Before we roll the trailer, I was wondering if you could give me a little bit of a tease.
Yeah, so we're working with the team at Blindside Games.
His shirt and pants are the same color.
And they're led by Alex Quick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right.
It's like
So
a,
if you're familiar
it's
with the
a
Killing Floor
jean
universe,
button-up
Alex
shirt.
Quick was the modder that created
No,
the
it's
original
not
Killing Floor
jeans.
mods.
But it looks
which
almost like
Tripwire
jean,
worked
though.
with Alex to bring commercial. And
Like a
then
gray
Alex
jean
went off,
button-up
assembled his
shirt.
own team, made
Where the
game
fuck do
Death
these guys
with
get
sharks
these
and
weird,
humans fighting each
these
other,
weird
very, very
wardrobes
successful.
for E3?
But now it's come full circle.
Jesus.
We're working with Alex again. And we're going to bring his all-new game.
Yeah, what
to
the
market.
fuck?
Well, let's take
Show
a
me
look
1 and
at
2
it
Yakuza
right now.
Kiwami, Yakuza 0.
World-exclusive new upcoming game from Tripwire.
Yeah.
Canadian tuxedo.
That is not a Canadian tuxedo.
Called Blindside. It's
Close
a new
your
game.
eyes and imagine a place where the sun is bright
The
and
Blindside
the
is big.
beaches are white. A place filled with southern charm, where the water is
That's
as
the
warm as
bayou.
the welcome. So come feel the wind in your sails. Kick back and relax. Enjoy the
sharks.
local cuisine. Your dream vacation is waiting for you here on the Gulf Coast.
Jaws the game. Wait, are you a shark? And you just like have to find and eat people?
Looks like it, yeah.
Go to maneatergame.com now to book your vacation. Operators are standing by.
That's cool.
Looks dumb.
Rarely, it looks like Shenmue 1 and 2 just ported over to PC.
You are the shark.
And you are the
This is an open world action RPG where you play as a shark, or as we like to call it, a shark PG.
Oh, nice. Okay, so
Shark PG.
So do you like upgrade and improve the shark? Is there like skill trees?
You do. There is a shark skill tree.
Oh my god.
There is a full single-player campaign. You
Wow.
eat your way through it. You get bigger teeth. You can jump out of the water and snatch people off piers and all of that fun stuff.
I didn't realize this was a power fantasy I needed so badly. Now, where can people go to get more information about it?
They can go to maneatergame.com.
That's what they said in the thingamabob day 9. Pay attention.
That's maneatergame.com. John, thanks so much for joining me on stage. And once again, all the content that Tripwire showcased earlier about Killing Floor 2 and Road Redemption will be playable here at E3. Definitely be sure to check it out. Coming up next, Frankie has a whole slew of unannounced games. Frankie.
Cheers,
Exciting.
John. Man-eater looking tasty there. And I can't believe they named a game after my favourite weekend activity. Indies are the heart of PC gaming, and next up is a brand new publisher revealing 3 games for the very first time, releasing one of them. Behave yourselves, audience, today. So let's take a look.
Oh. Hi, we're Untitled Publisher. Yes, really, I guess the names are Untitled. Okay, so, Raraloon. Last year on the channel, we played Shenmue on Dreamcast, and frankly, the controls are just fine. The old game. You can always go back to the YouTube and watch it. It's on YouTube, but like it aged well. The original Shenmue. I really don't need to see it updated, in my opinion.
Oh.
Enjoy.
Announcing 3 games and releasing 1.
Untitled.
Untitled Publisher.
Cool.
World exclusive.
Not that big a fit a lot of man. Jesus.
Is that art style you don't like so much?
Yeah, it is. Cal Arts, guys. Bravery Network Online. Oh.
Banjo.
Kazooie.
No, just banjos. It's 3D Stardew.
SJW. It is 3D Stardew.
Or not.
Well, kind of like it's kind of like the start of Stardew.
They didn't really tell us anything about the game.
No, but it's kind of making fun of you for like playing farming simulators in your house instead of actually farming yourself.
Farming's hard though.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. I have a garden. This could be fun.
Nah, not for
That
me.
looks interesting.
I'm good.
Looks very Virtual Boy though, isn't it? Overwhelmed.
Yeah, fantasy farms are just, you can build your fucking fantasy farm without
All
having to
these
do a
games
shit ton of
look
work.
like
Yeah, I know.
must-plays. And
But the game's kind of making fun of you for
final
doing
game
that,
of the
though.
bunch
It
is
looked like
available on Steam
Morningstar.
right now with a special launch discount. So make sure you check that out after the show.
Itch.io.
And if
Fuck
you're
off,
at T3
Itch.
this week, head over to the PC Gamer corner of the Facebook booth inside the South Hall to give Overwhelm a try. Right. Next up, it's time for us all to take a holiday, and where better than a virtual resort with some truly spectacular wildlife. Back again this year, our friends of the show, Frontier Developments, with a unique take on the park management genre. I am, of course, talking about Jurassic World Evolution. The long-awaited game is out tomorrow and lets you build your own dinosaur-stuffed tourist trap. What could possibly go wrong? Unleash the Goldblum!
The Goldblum?
You know this is all scripted. You can't blame her.
Yeah, I know. Someone else wrote that and made her say it. So I gotta get paid, so.
Well, the ones before you did too.
Oh, is it because he's
they
narrating
believed
it?
That they were in control.
It is, yes.
And control. Well, here's the thing.
Itch.io recently attacked Steam for going neutral and allowing anybody to publish games on Steam. Like, no, you need to censor things on Steam.
Really possess it.
It's like, we're ready to ban people on Itch.
If
It's
there's
like, fuck
anything
off.
that
Get
chaos
out of
theory
here.
has taught us, it's that nature is on its own course. And when we interfere, when humanity tries to put nature into orderly boxes, chaos destroys them. And what makes us such unique creatures is knowing the scope and power of what we're up against and still believing that we can win. I know, however, what I would predict.
I kind of really want this game. Why does Jurassic World have such a soft spot in my heart? I want it.
I am so excited for that game. Our next title is from Insomniac, who've been making amazing games for years, and they're going to try to take their expertise and answer the question, how do you make an open world game in VR? Let's take a look at their upcoming game, Stormland.
I mean, that's a good point, Marie. Robots.
Beep boop. Oh my. Still better than Detroit. Oh, it's just Bastion.
Yep.
Had moss in the lens. Should be able to see.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that'll work. Just plug it back in. Bastion oranges. Or do you find like better parts as you walk around?
Seems like it, yeah.
That's kind of cool. Aw. Now we're friends.
Yay. Oh, is it multiplayer or is it just?
Maybe it is. Oh no. Shit.
That seems kind of neat, but
Now playable on your Virtual Boy.
yeah.
Oh, it's from Oculus directly. Cool.
Joining me to talk about Stormland is the Chief Creative Officer at Insomniac
You know,
Games.
last
Join me
year,
in welcoming Chad
PC was like
Desern.
2.5 hours. I don't think it's 2.5 hours. It's maybe a little less. It was brutally long last year.
Chad, welcome
Wasn't
to
it
the
mostly just
stage.
interviews?
I want to start
A lot of
right
it was stuff
away.
like this, yeah.
Ask,
Yeah, but like the majority of it was just interviews.
Well,
Yeah.
in Stormland, you play as an android gardener, and an entity called the Tempest uproots your habitat and shatters your android body.
What's the difference
you've
between
gotta
androids and
travel
robots
to a
again?
civilization above the
Androids
underground to repair yourself and save your friends.
Androids
And
are
I wanna ask
like.
what open world means in VR.
Please, it's too
Well,
warm.
for
please.
us, it's about giving the
Off,
player
off,
the ability
off,
to
off,
explore
off,
the
off,
world
off.
freely with a set of
Androids
movement
are,
abilities that are designed. to
Yeah.
complete
They're like
games.
human-looking
That's
robots,
always a
and
huge
robots
question I
are
have is
just
how does
like
motion work in
machines
any
that are
VR
intelligent.
title?
Yeah, well, in
not necessarily
Stormland,
humanoid.
you can do things like fly just
Then
above the
cyborgs are like
slipstream
people that have
with your
been
outstretched
modified with
android
android
Yeah, I already
parts.
know that.
With robot
You
parts,
can
yeah.
shoot a laser into the cloud surface.
Yeah,
And
there you
then
go.
make a ramp, kick off of that, climb up a cliffside, like literally launching yourself with your synthetic android strength, and then like push off and glide back down using your hands to control your descent.
Just massive freedom of movement, yeah.
That's it. It's this set of mechanics that are designed together to work fluidly so that movement feels exhilarating.
Yeah.
And you can kind of take the world at your own pace with it.
I'm curious why VR for this type of title?
There are a series of things that we're doing with Stormland that we could only do in VR. It's about the expressiveness of having tracked head and hands and how we use that for combat, how we use it for movement. Even things like scavenging technology to attach it to your body. Like you look down, you get a new piece of tech, and you attach it right into your arm, and then suddenly you've got the ability to harness electricity or cloak yourself, or all kinds of different cool android abilities.
I mean, the art is just beautiful in the
That part's
footage that
kinda
we've
neat.
seen. I wonder if you could talk to me a little bit about the world and what it means for it
Want
to
some
be
water?
ever changing.
Yeah, that's a really good question. So that entity called the Tempest rearranges everything every single week so that we present the player with new playgrounds of movement and combat and scavenging. And you never know what you're going to discover.
Yeah,
So
VR is not needed
every
for this
single
game. Yeah,
island you find has
It's
the
a gimmick.
potential to hide an enemy stronghold or a network of underground caverns or brand new
No, the point is they made it specifically
Now, I
for
gotta ask,
VR.
where can we go for more
Yeah, but-
information?
You don't need it,
Well,
but
you
they're not
can,
going to release it on
stay
anything
tuned,
else
by
because it's
watching
specifically for VR.
the Facebook and Twitter with at Stormland VR, or you can check us out at insomniac.games.
I'm really looking forward to it. Thanks for joining me, Chad. Once again, oculus.com/Stormland.
Look at how
for more
thick his cards
information.
are. Jesus, there's so many
Frankie's
things
up
to
in the
go
balcony
through.
with our next absolutely gorgeous-looking indie title.
It really is, Sean, because next up we've got a first look at a new game from publisher Raw Fury.
They should
A
have put
neo-noir
her
detective drama
more to the
featuring a
right
Paris
so that
cabbie
she would
who
cover
finds
both
himself
of them
drawn
before they
into a
walk
world
off.
of crime. Sacré
Yeah.
Roddy Bleu. Yes, I speak French. I can't wait for this one, so let's take a ride with the trailer.
Let's take a look at whatever the fuck it is. Thick cards. I guess they are, aren't they? Cool. Yeah, I heard that, Marie. That's 2 cab games that we've seen in this conference so far.
I'm actually really surprised. I wonder if they
Well, I know like 5 or 6 years ago, 2 games were released in the same year that looked like Greek pottery. You know, like the kind of orangey background, like the black characters running. They both made a Greek pottery platform, and I'm like, guys, I know like it looks unique and cool, but like you just happen to make it at the same time, and it kind of sucks.
If you like that last game, you'll definitely love our next
Papers,
one.
please,
It's
but
from
cabs.
the exact same publisher,
Yep.
Raw Fury.
Hey,
It's an
Tipper Frey.
open-world, narrative-focused game with an
Paper,
incredible
please is
art
really fun.
style.
You
Let's
tried it
take
out,
a
eh?
look
Did you like it?
at Sable.
Sable?
Slurble. Ooh, cell shading. This looks neat.
Star Wars.
Basically, for all the current indie games, you can thank Legend of Zelda Wind Waker for that, because up until then, nobody really thought that you could make any game other than the style of obvious fantasy or obvious realistic. Wind Waker was like, how will we make a cartoon show a video game? And everyone's like, you can do that? And so now you have games like this, 20 years later. Or no. 15 years later. Poking and picking at your nail down there?
No, there seems to be a hangnail, and I
Joining me
can't
to talk
investigate
about
it on the
Sable
stream, so...
Well, stop investigating it.
I'm
core
for
development
not.
team on stage. It's Daniel Feinberg and Greg Kithriotis. I want to immediately ask, what kind of game is Sable? What can we expect?
Sable is an open-world desert exploration game.
Everything's
It's
open
not
world.
a
Why do
game
people
about
even bother
combat
saying it
or
anymore?
about
Yeah, it seems to be
leveling
just the
up.
thing
It's a game
now, isn't
about
it?
Solitude, and it's a
Jet Set
game
Radio
about
started Cell
exploration.
Shade. I don't mean started Cell Shade, I mean popularized it. That was Wind Waker. Jet Set Radio was like a no-name game.
World filled with monumental
Even though it's
architecture,
good.
fallen
It's good, yeah, but it
spaceships,
wasn't
and you'll travel around
not as big as Wind
on your
Waker.
hover bike, learning about the people, the culture, and the history of this world.
And I talked about it before. I think this art style is amazing. Where's the origins of this?
So we were really heavily inspired by the clear lines style of French and Belgian comics, as well as Japanese animation, particularly Studio Ghibli.
Of course.
So we really want to feel our players to
I thought it
feel
was
the same
Ghibli,
sense
not
of
Ghibli.
wonder that you get
It is
from
Ghibli, but they just
watching
pronounce
one
it
of their
wrong.
films. And so from the very beginning, we knew that we really needed to nail the visual style.
The animation
yes, we put a
isn't
lot
bad,
of
Rockshall. Get out of here.
No, the frame rate's a bit bad. Like everything's kind of skippy a little bit, you know?
Little bit, yeah.
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 Never
And I
mind,
know
I
that
take
you
that
two
back.
consist of most of the core development.
footage is
the
laggy,
art
yeah.
and the programming. What about the music that was in that trailer?
Yeah, so that was a new track by Japanese Breakfast.
Oh, yeah, the T-shirt. Yes, of course.
Yeah,
right.
so she...
Are they a band?
Michelle, she is doing the soundtrack for the game. Japanese Breakfast is one of my favorite bands right now. It's incredible to have
Well,
her on
it
board.
all just came together so beautifully in the trailer,
Cool.
and I know that you guys are really regular about updating, blogs, sharing what's going on with the development. Where can people go to find more?
So they can go to our Twitter account, ShedWorksReg and ShedWorksDan, or to sablegame.com.
Lovely, gentlemen. Thanks so much for joining me. Once again, the name of the game is Sable. Our
Awesome.
next title is one that has been in development, even showing up in our very first
Maestro.
PC gaming show. It's Cloud Imperium Games still hard at work on their title, Star Citizen. Let's see what they have.
Star Citizen. Fuck you. Star Citizen, steal millions of dollars. Okay, I'm done ranting.
What?
They're well known for being a piece of shit, the guys that make Star Citizen. Jesus. Okay, anyway. Marie, you mentioned like everything is an open world game nowadays. I've been saying a few times now. In the 90s, if you wanted to make a shitty game, you made it a platformer. In the 2000s, you want to make a shitty game, you make it a shooter. And in the 2010s, you want to make a shitty game, you make it an open world game. It's just how it
That
was.
doesn't necessarily make it shitty.
No, but like most shitty games are going to go that route. It just seems to be. It's just like the common genre of the decade. This is still a thing, and then there's that. You guys know what I'm talking about with fucking Star Citizen.
I don't.
It's like a vaporware title, basically, that they've been, yeah. $27,000 to buy every ship in the game. If you're, like, buying all the
Real money?
transactions, yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah. To unlock everything by buying it, $27,000.
Holy crap.
And also, they've been making this game for years. They've been making this game for years, and like, it's just they've been taking people's money left and right, and it just, I don't know.
Well, actually, no. Now, if you want to make a shitty game, it's a battle royale game.
That's true.
Yeah.
But for a while, it was definitely open world. Yeah, the crowdfunder that never ends. Millions of dollars, dude, in the fucking hole to make this piece of shit. Why is it a CG trailer? Because it's still a piece of shit. Prepare for alpha. Oh, the alpha! It's been years and millions.
All new gameplay footage of Just Cause 4. A closer look at The Walking Dead, the final season. All new gameplay footage of Hitman. And now your host, Sean Plott.
I'm joining in.
As we do each year at the PC Gaming Show, in addition to talking about games, we're also going to talk about some of the upcoming hardware trends. To join me in talking about it is the senior brand manager from Acer. It's Eric Ackerson. Thanks for joining me up here, Eric.
Sean, really excited to be here.
Now, I just want to straight up ask, what are some of the big trends that consumers can be expecting right now?
Well, right now we're developing some new products, particularly in the display space. We want to take the experience to the next level. To help with that, one of our new products is the Predator X27. It's an incredible gaming display. For instance, it's 4K and 120 hertz refresh. The users can overclock to 144. But what really takes it over to the next level is the inclusion of G-Sync HDR.
You know, I hear a lot about HDR. Can you explain a little more in detail what that is and what that means?
Well, there's quite a bit that goes into it, but for the purpose of this conversation, the fact that there are 384 individual backlit
What can I do with $30,000?
So the backlighting can be individually controlled, really bright, very dark. It makes a better contrast on
Basically,
screen.
make the
Each
show
of them are
as good as I really
individually
want it to
controlled.
be
The brightness
in like
of the
my
screen
mind's
is
eye.
far above a typical
Because this is
display.
like kind of like a
Typically,
hamstring
you're looking
version of
at
what I want
300
to
to
do on
400
MTG.
nits. We're looking at 600 with the Predator X27 with a
I'd
max
probably
of
put it all
1,000
in
nits.
something.
And you know, some of the
Just
titles
build
that
up.
you showcased
Yeah, I have
just
anything to
now,
do with it right
there's
now.
a wide variety of some photorealistic,
Yeah,
some
my
with a
student
really
loan.
iconic art
Yeah, there you
style.
go.
How does HDR contribute to that big range we see in gaming?
Well, one of the big things that helps is the color gamut that's available with these displays. We're able to do 99% of the Adobe color gamut.
that is
so
fair.
It's better
Copper Hero.
representing the vision of the art director.
Yeah, and some of the games that you see on screen that support HDR, Mass Effect Andromeda, Far Cry 4, Ni no Kuni 2. Again, you won't see them in HDR right now unless you have an HDR monitor. It doesn't work that way. We can't just stream it to you. But, you know, it brings me to one of my next questions about PC gamers tend to have a huge range of possible budgets. What are the different sort of products to look for at those price ranges?
Well, I mean, we cover the gamut from very simple and to the point to high-performance esports products or multi-view, surround, multi-display products. But we also go really crazy sometimes. We decide, we put our engineers to the test. What can you do if you have no limit? So one of the projects we've worked on is something called the
You
Predator
can't
21X.
render 4K at 144 hertz? Why not?
This is a 21-inch curved screen laptop with a mechanical keyboard
How do you
and
close
2
it if it's
graphics
curved?
cards. Science, materials. We did
Science.
That's a really good thing. But you know what? To be serious, not just to joke,
DisplayPort
we actually
V2,
have to ship
yeah.
this with a Pelican case to protect the laptop, and it sells for $9,000.
Very honest, you
And
can't kill
we
yourself
sold
until the show is
every single
permanently
unit we could
canceled.
make. So
I need you
we
to watch
cover
us.
every spectrum of gaming.
You know, you brought up this Predator laptop. You brought up the Predator monitors at the start of this segment. Where can people go to hear more about or even pick one up once they stop being sold out?
So that's the good news is that we're shipping now. Our customers, partners are selling them. The bad news is a few have already sold out of this new Predator X27 monitor. I believe Micro Center is still in
Yeah, the
stock.
GPU
Amazon
load
will be
at
in stock
4K
again
right now
soon.
is pretty ridiculous.
Well, thank you so much
Even
for joining
like
me on stage, Eric.
I don't have a high-end graphics card. I have a 980 Ti in this computer that we're watching this on. So it's not high-end, but it's still pretty good.
Always been the platform for crazy
On like a
ideas.
Titan X or something.
In our next game, Genesis
What's the
Alpha
GPU
1,
like?
you build and manage a space vessel.
Stop
farm
hitting
resources,
me.
Deal with
Stop talking during them talking.
This is just thought zone. Stop hitting me.
Oh, and you can take DNA from the aliens you encounter across the galaxy, splice them with members of your crew to create new life forms. Just a typical day at the office. Let's take a look.
Greetings, Commander. You have been sent to Quadrant Alpha 1. The mission is to find a new home for the crew on board of this ship. Expand your ship and explore the galaxy for resources and interesting new life forms. Feel free to experiment with DNA and alien abilities to maximize crew efficiency.
That seems kind of neat.
Yeah, it's
Ready
okay.
your weapons.
Have fun with your sandwiches, Raraloon. Come back when you have them. We'll still be here. But yeah, what I wanted to ask when anyway started hitting me unreasonably, is that a 980? How would that fare? Trying to do a 4K
Now,
display.
If you
What would you
give
need
a
for 4K
Cat
anyway?
Quiz, you might be wondering who my buddy is. Well, this, ladies and gentlemen, is Webster from Drake's Cakes, one of the PC gaming show's sponsors this year. And he's got a cool competition for you.
Quack.
The Drake's Cakes PAX giveaway. Oh yes. PAX is a gathering of PC and tabletop games, concerts, panels, exhibits, and tournaments. It's like
shit.
a 4-day
Trip to
LAN
PAX.
party, festival, workshop, and concert
Damn.
rolled into one. The very lucky winner will enjoy a trip to PAX West, including 2 tickets and a free trip to Seattle. So if that's you, hit me up on those dates, because I am free. Webster, my man duck, this is very generous of you indeed. And by entering, guys, you will get a discount code to get your hands on some delicious Drake's Cakes available on Amazon. And if you're at E3 itself, don't forget you can meet Webster in person at the E3 Concourse Walkway, where he'll be giving away Drake's swag and tasty treats all week. So if you see
It's probably
him, give him a
boiling
fist
in there,
bump
dude.
on my behalf. I'll take one now. Thank you very much, Webster. So if you have ever dreamt of spending a weekend knee-deep in one of Earth's best gaming festivals, visit pcgamer.com/Drake's Cakes. And
I'm trying to
enter
pour water
now
over here and your
for a
shaky's
chance to
making
win
it hard.
and hang out with
Stop.
All right, Webster, all this hosting has got me a bit peckish. How about we look at a trailer for the next edition of Clay Entertainment's beloved survival series, Don't Starve, Hamlet.
Oh, Don't Starve.
So they crashed yet again.
Yeah. It's what, the 3rd game in the series?
Yeah, this is Don't Starve Together, and then
Yes.
Jungle Adventure, I guess. Biggies.
There's towns in this one. And shops. We played it once for like maybe half an hour. Oh, it's a DLC. We only played it a little bit on the show.
And I was very, very bad at it.
Yes, you were. Don't Starve Hamlet, coming 2018. Cool.
Our next title is the next installment in a series that never fails to make me laugh. It's Just Cause 4, and they have a brand new engine to bring the level of delicious
We've seen this
insanity
twice already.
one notch up. Let's take a look at what the Apex engine in Just Cause 4 can really do.
Get off of me!
Why? Don't hit me.
Just gonna take a nap during this again.
Jesus Christ. We have seen Just Cause 4 a billion times. Oh, wait. Drake's Cakes, their website is down from being overloaded. Well, of course, like, who the fuck looks up, like, Hot Pockets or something on the internet? Who goes to the Hot Pocket website? No one cares about that shit. You probably should have been prepared.
Ooh, 2018 sometime. I missed that.
But it was December.
Okay, there we go.
Increased fidelity of destruction. Now when you blow shit up, it goes in even smaller parts. What? You're getting warm.
Oh yeah.
You want to turn on the AC for like this Just Cause bullshit? No?
It's rude to our viewers. And
Yes,
also
that's
it's
true.
already
Joining
done.
me
Oh, yeah.
to talk about it on stage now from Avalanche Studios, it's Francesco Antolini and Adam Davidson. Gentlemen, welcome. Talk to me about the tornado.
It's fantastic, isn't it? So it's a very nice piece of tech. It's not just beautiful, but
Our
thanks
game
to
is
Apex,
very nice.
It's also a bad boy that actually
It's very
works.
nice.
It's fully physicalized.
Like me.
This means that it's so
It's not just like a background piece. It's actually impacting the world
This
before
is
you.
Just Cause, man. You go there and you play with it. Yeah.
You know, throughout the trailers that I've seen, it seems to be a lot of different environments that are available throughout. Can you talk to me about those?
Yeah, I mean,
Thanks for
one of the
siding,
most
huh?
important things to us
He
with
does.
this installment of Just Cause was bringing a lot more variety into the game, and that extends to a lot of things, but certainly the biomes of the game. So instead of one kind of region of, like, say, southern Italy, like we had last time, now you have lush rainforests, deserts, grassland, and even alpine biomes, all of which, you know, are rendered beautifully with the new Apex engine.
Now, something that's very important to me is some of my favorite features from Just Cause 3. Can you talk to me about, like, the wingsuit and the grappling hooks? Like, are those coming back in Just Cause 4?
Everything you love from Just Cause 3 is back.
Good.
But everything is also just better. There's more to do, more to discover. For example, the grappling hook is completely customizable. The combat model has been completely reworked, redesigned, enhanced, so new weapon, new enemies, new AI.
What happened to dumping with Scrump?
That interacts with
We recorded a new one
and,
like 2 days ago. I'll get it out when E3 is over, probably.
Basic wind effects also get incorporated as well?
Again, it just goes, so nothing, just an effect. So if there is wind, it's physics and acts with your parachute, grappling hook,
So
and the
great.
rest. Yeah.
Well, where can people go to get some, we'll call it first-hand footage of what Just Cause 4 can deliver?
They
Just
can
watch
check it out
any
at
E3.
justcause.com/E3.
Yeah, Jesus.
Any of these
For 3
conferences.
days.
And it'll be there.
Right. Believe it
Just
or not,
Cause 4
E3 hasn't
Nintendo Switch
started yet.
conference. It's not even on the Switch.
Starts tomorrow, so June 12th through 14th. You can check it out. Thanks so much for joining us on stage. I look forward to the hilarity of Just Cause 4.
Wake up.
Now,
Sorry,
our
I'm
next
trying.
title is
And sit up.
one of my all-time favorite IPs. I can't wait for Frankie to talk to you about The Walking Dead.
Walking Dead, Walking Dead, Walking Dead.
Overkill Software and Starbreeze are the creators of Payday and Payday 2. Therefore, it goes without saying that these studios are some of the most talented makers of cooperative shooters, and their next one is set in a familiar but new apocalyptic Washington, D.C. Here's the first gameplay footage for Overkill's The Walking Dead, and keep your eyes peeled for the release date at the end.
Well, there's there's a shooting Walking Dead, and then there's the Telltale Walking Dead. Okay, okay, okay.
That would be great.
Yeah. What do we got here? What do we got? Dumpling with scrump.
We were so many things. Husbands and wives, doctors and teachers, writers and architects. But when the world ended, all that ended too.
Think about it.
Every day we fight for more than survival. We fight to build a new life.
I don't know how I feel about this.
It's just another zombie game.
Alone.
Yeah, they're just using the Walking Dead name, basically.
But together, we might stand a chance.
Oh wait, is it Walking Dead MMO?
Overkill's The Walking Dead. Launches November 6th. Damn. Call of Dead shoot ops.
And I have more good news for fans of The Walking Dead. Overkill's game for The Walking Dead, of course, coming soon, but we have a second completely different Walking Dead game that we're getting the chance to talk about right now. This is Telltale's The Walking Dead, the final season. Joining me on stage to talk about it is the lead writer, James Windler, and the voice of Clementine herself, Melissa Hutchison.
Cool.
Do you regret writing the 3rd season? Do you regret it?
Thanks for joining me on
I think he
stage.
might.
Our pleasure.
Thank you. Now, I want to ask right away for, people who've
Final
played through
season
the first
asterisk.
3 seasons of The Walking Dead. In terms of the gameplay, what's some of the familiar and what's some of the new?
Okay, so for people who don't know Telltale, we are a story-based company. We focus on narrative. We've had our roots in the old school point-and-click adventure games, but we've developed our own cinematic style and almost a signature mechanic, like our choice wheel.
Yeah.
And that's all familiar. That should, the choices branch the narrative. What's new this year? We have traditionally combat and action. We've done with QTEs and like swipes and button mashes and all of that. This year, with the final season, we're introducing segments of unscripted combat.
Oh.
Actual combat.
See some of this right here.
Yeah. So Clem probably just brutalized a zombie there.
Of course she is.
And
Cool.
Yeah, so we also have the orbital cam, like the over-the-shoulder camera. So that's offering our players opportunities to explore our environments, which you can also see from the B-roll. Is they're looking really, really good with this graphic black art style that we're employing.
Yeah, because in the previous games it was much more of a directed camera from scene to scene, but now you can really sort of explore
His
the
face
environment
looks
on your own.
strangely real, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
Now, I want to ask
Just his
about
face,
the
though.
story. I mean, Telltale games always have that as the central feature. Where does The Walking Dead, the final season, start off?
Okay, so it starts, Clementine has been on the road for a long time. We are post-time jump in the comics. She's been on the road. She's traveling with AJ, who is an orphan boy, who is the closest thing that she has to family.
How does she find AJ?
But they're reaching the end of it. They are running out of steam on the road. It's proving to be untenable. So the final season, Clementine discovers a school, a secluded school, where there are no adults, and essentially sees that this might be a place that they could call home.
Yeah, and what are the sort of challenges that she's going to face throughout the season?
Oh, all kinds of challenges. Yeah, like zombie threat all the time.
Tough.
Yeah, of course. And then there's always the external threat. At some point, there are going to be adults coming in representing external threats that she's going to have to deal with.
Now, Melissa, I want to ask what your experience has been like, because it's rare to have, a voice actress journey along with the character in a multi-year journey. I mean, how long ago was the first recording that you did?
Well, it was 2012, but we might have even started in 2011. I don't know.
We're not going to do math on air.
Yeah, we're
That's
not
always
doing
a bad
math.
idea.
That's not happening right now. It's been a long time, and it's not only just playing one character. It's actually been aging with her, growing with her, and falling deeper and deeper in love with her, and starting as this young child who's, playing as Lee, it's your job to protect her, and then organically moving through all these seasons, and now you're playing as Clementine. I mean, really, this is a fan-driven game, so this
Well, I mean, to be fair, we
final
played as
season is
Clem in the
for
second game.
fans,
Yeah,
and
yeah, we did. Second season.
you're going to be playing as Clementine and protecting AJ, and this is just near and dear to my
Well,
heart.
it is the same.
and-
My,
I mean, how do you feel
now,
about the fact that this is the
leave from
end?
Clementine,
Well,
AJ, so it's
well, I mean, it's bittersweet. I'm super sad. I'm super psyched. Of course, it'll be sad to end her journey, but I'm really looking forward. Obviously, I'm surrounded by talent with Telltale Games, and I have no doubt that the writers and the
How talented
creatives
were
are
they
going
last
to
season?
crush it. So
Do you regret it?
Dude,
it's all very confusing. I'm a very confused human right now. Let's just put it that way.
Well, I'm someone who's played through all of the Telltale Walking Dead games. I'd love to know when the final season is coming out.
When's it coming out?
August 14th. We ship August 14th, and it's available for pre-order right now.
2018?
Be sure to check it out.
2018.
Thank you so much for joining me on stage.
Ah!
today.
2 months, man. 2 months.
Or you can find it on Steam as well.
Fuck yes. 2 months
For
to
our
go.
next title, Frankie, we're going to head back to you on the balcony.
Next up, have I got a treat for you. Coming straight out of Finland from Nolla Games, it's a magical action roguelike that asks, is that a wand in your pocket? Or are you just trying to kill me? Don't let the retro art style fool you. Noita is set in a procedurally generated world where every pixel is...
I'm all out of laughs. I'm all out.
That one was so dumb, it was funny.
Oh, look, roguelike.
I want to hear about that new game that Chucklefish is working on.
An action roguelike where every pixel is simulated. Not just every area, but every pixel.
But
that's actually very interesting technologically. Every dot on the screen is a randomly generated dot.
Oh. It's kind of neat, yeah.
Gotta make.
This seems like something you'd enjoy a lot.
Yeah, you wouldn't enjoy this, would you? Noida. Looks cool, man. Wishlist it now.
Our next title is one that's very near and dear to my heart, as it is the spiritual successor to one of my favorite childhood games, Theme Hospital. Joining me to talk about it are the two founders of 2 Point Studios. To talk about 2 Point Hospital, join me in welcoming Dr. Webley and Dr. Carr.
Are they actually doctors?
No.
Wow. Great suits. I mean, I gotta ask, as two fully trained medical professionals, how does one run a hospital in 2 Point Hospital? Whoa, what's going on with the mic? What's going on with the mic? Wait, oh my gosh, is the stethoscope eliminating your microphone? Oh, you know what? We do this every year. Come here, talk to me.
Okay.
How do we run a hospital?
So 2 Point Hospital is a game about designing and
you hear those voices in the control room?
Hospital.
What's going on with the mic? What the fuck?
Talk directly at my tie.
Yeah, listen, you said don't talk there.
Yeah.
I got to look
That's
out
actually,
here.
I love Day 9's recovery from that. That was actually really clever. That's pretty good, yeah.
Good job.
You go, Day 9.
Good job, man.
I'll carry on then. Yeah, a lot of customization, a lot of interesting characters in our world, which with all these different characters, we had to come up with some really interesting illnesses and cures for them. And you have fun in 2 Point County exploring different regions and curing people with different ailments. And as you can see on the screen, we've got, this is real. We actually researched this. It's a certain animal. And also you can train people. You can train your doctors to be better, your nurses to be better.
That's kind of neat.
Do research so you can unlock.
It's funny that we could actually hear the control room being like, "What the fuck's going on? How do we hear them?"
Great.
That was a bit backfilling. Carry on.
So I mean, tell me about it. Like, what is the sort of late game sort of experience that you'll be playing through? Because this looks like it's quite deep into the running of a hospital.
Yeah, this is later on. So you start off and you're researching and you're training up staff, you're diagnosing illnesses, and you're hopefully curing them and making money, and then going off.
I see this malady. Yeah, I see this malady called turtle head. Can you explain a little bit about what that is?
Yes. It's when the head becomes so shrunken, it gets stuck in the neck orifice, just pops out slightly, and it has to be extracted. And Mark, how's it get extracted?
This is something you've maybe we've all been there. I know. This is one where,
That's so goofy. This is awesome. I love this.
And out it comes. Yeah. We had to research how to do that.
That's actually a real illness.
Yeah, it is. It's real.
Now, I had to ask about something that I think
monobrow
every young
patient
man has to deal with at some point. What is a monobrow infestation?
Yeah. Well, monobrow is
follically enhanced.
Yes.
Problem. We've all been there.
Yeah. I haven't.
No. Okay.
But, it needs to be diagnosed and cured pretty quickly. If it doesn't, it'll fester, and you might shed a bit of hair. And in fact,
it will actually leave the body, and it needs to be got rid of before the health inspectors arrive.
It looks like the monobrows are multiplying in the hospital.
They breed they're big breeders. The monobrows.
They like
monobeasts.
They like dirty places.
Ew.
So you've got to keep
all
your
those eyebrows
clean and well maintained.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're going to breed, and you'll have a trouble.
I want to ask about sort of how the game evolves over time, because Theme Hospital was very mission-based. How does the experience of running a hospital change as the game goes on?
Yeah, so once you've started your first hospital, it's a pretty simple affair, and then you move on through 2 Point County. There's different regions. There's a cold region. There's warm regions with contagious diseases.
And
This is neat. I kind of want it.
Yeah, man. This is really fun.
So we've got volcanoes.
Yeah,
effects,
yeah, we've got all sorts of wonderful, weird effects can happen in different parts of the
So
world.
you might struggle to manage your hospital empire because a volcano went off nearby.
Yeah, it's about spinning plates, isn't it? You've got everything set up nicely, and then
something
curveball's
happens.
thrown at you. So.
Well, I'd love to know more information about when 2 Point Hospital is coming out.
Well, we're coming out to fall, and you can check us out by going onto our Steam page and hopefully wish listing. And yeah, we're coming later in the year.
We're told.
Okay, just later in the year. Okay.
That means you're not entirely sure
Well,
yet.
I'm personally, again, really looking forward to it coming out. Thanks so much for joining me, Doctor and Doctor.
EA killed Spore. You're never gonna see another Spore game. We're nearly done here. You should text Dave, tell him what your 10 minutes out.
Now, our second Battle Royale game of the afternoon takes a fantasy RPG-esque bent, and you may have even seen it getting streamed on Twitch in the previous week.
Maybe 15 minutes
Let's
out.
take a look at Hi-Rez's Realm Royale.
I'm pretty sure that we're nearly done. Let me check something out here. I don't really care to watch their fucking Battle Royale game. I don't care. I don't care.
Fortnite.
It's not Fortnite. It just looks like Fortnite. I need this. Care Bears Battle Royale. Let's get this keyboard over here. Gimme!
Joining me to talk about Realm Royale is the executive producer at Hi-Rez Studios. It's Rory Newbrough, a.k.a. Dry Bear. Mr. Dry Bear, what separates Realm Royale from other types of Battle Royale games in the genre?
It's a good question. So before you go up into the air to determine where you land on the map, you'll actually choose from a list of fantasy classes.
He does a
like
little bit, doesn't he?
mage or hunter or assassin, and specify a unique play style before you land.
How do these different classes work?
So the engineer will be more about bunkering down, putting up shields, putting down turrets. The assassin will get behind the lines using stealth, use a sniper rifle to take out targets. And the warrior will just jump in there throwing axes and being crazy.
And, you know, in some of the streams that I've watched, it also seemed like there were abilities, not just the loot and find stuff. Can you talk to me about how the ability mechanics work?
Once you choose a class, it'll come with a set of abilities, and you'll actually be upgrading these during the match, but it specifies your play style. And so as you're looting, abilities as well as armor and weapons will come out of the chest.
Okay.
You'll start equipping that and determining the play style you want, and so you can just really specify.
And you know,
Actually, this seems kinda
mentioned this
neat.
a little bit. I've seen it on stream. Talk to me about crafting in the game. I mean, how does crafting work in a game where there's a constantly shrinking play circle?
We're really excited about this. So strewn across the map, there are places called forges. And so once you go to the forge, you'll collect shards from disenchanting loot you find as you're going about. And you'll use these shards to start crafting legendary gear, very powerful pieces that everyone will want.
Yeah.
Once you start the forge, a smokestack will appear above the forge, and everyone comes over to
It's like
fight.
a mini objective even.
Big team fight.
So I know that Realm Royale is currently available for free on Steam, but I hear that you have some goodies people can check out that are E3 exclusive.
That's right. So free on Steam. We're actually out for less than a week now, and we were already number 4 on Steam charts. And this week at E3, through Mixer, if you stream on Mixer and you're playing, the streamer that gets closest to the Crown Royale will enter into the hype zone, and so everyone will see you on. You'll be featured on the main page of Mixer. And you'll have a chance to win the Jailbird Chicken Skin, which is our first piece of cosmetic. It's a little chicken with like a little jailbird, like prisoner outfit, and just box around. It's hilarious.
Yeah, and if you don't know the chicken mechanic, seriously, please look it up right now. Rory, thanks so much for joining me on
That
stage.
one
to talk
seemed
about
kind of
Realm
neat. It
Royale.
seemed better
Once
than the other
again,
Battle
it's for
Royale
free on
one we
Steam
just saw.
right
Yeah, I agree.
now. Our next game is one that was shown at last year's PC Gaming Show, and Frankie has some updates of what they've been up to.
Yes, John, as you may remember, our next game is made by a core team of just 2 people. It's called Ooblets, and it's a farming and creature collecting indie inspired
I
by
vaguely remember this. I
Pokemon,
remember it
Harvest
not being
Moon,
that
and
interesting.
Animal Crossing. This fresh trailer features a
Yeah,
first look
on
at
the
unique
original
combat
Twitch
system,
page, it
along
said
with
that
plenty
it was
of
going to be
shoot
done
Ooblets and
by
environment.
7:45. I remember this. It's kind of bullshit.
I don't remember this at all. Did I miss it?
No, you were there. We were just kind of. It was deep in the conference like we are right now. We were just tired, and we are like, whatever. You know?
Oh yeah, I didn't actually pay attention to a large portion of that conference. I don't know where I was, but I don't remember a lot
Well,
of
I
it.
mean, we're not really paying attention to this anymore, are we?
No, we kind of are, yeah.
More than last year?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Double Fine. Fuck you. Okay, guys. We are reaching the end of our rope here. You got a piss?
No, I'm actually good.
I gotta piss real fucking bad.
Oh no, I remember this now.
Yeah.
I remember this now.
We're gonna wait until 7:45, another 12 minutes or so, when they're supposed to be ending. If they haven't ended yet, I'm just gonna go to the washroom.
Do you still want me to text Dave or?
We'll wait till 7:45. But actually, no. Text him now, yeah. Be like, just tell him to head on his way back in. Grab the pizza and come back. It's still scheduled to end at 7:45. You guys know when this is gonna end? I think it's 7:45. If you guys know anything else, let me know about when this is over.
I thought it looked like kind of a cute game.
Yeah.
Now, it wouldn't be a PC gaming show without a dash of strategy, which is why I'm delighted that we get the chance to share with you the next in the Anno games. Let's take a look at Anno 1880.
Oh, fuck the Anno games.
What's Anno all about?
No, I'm just gonna go to the washroom, fuck it.
Alright.
Thank you, Papa Hurl. Thanks for the $10.
Thanks.
Damn.
Bruh.
Okay, now I'll be back. I'm seriously...
So I'm not allowed to do it, but you're allowed to do it. I see how it is.
I have
you guys
held my
see how it
piss
is?
way longer than you.
Yes, I'm sure you have.
It's been an hour and a half.
I've held my piss a lot longer than an hour and a half.
Not on the show you haven't.
Yes, I have.
I'll be back.
You're dumb. Fine, go ahead. I see how it is. Next time I have to go pee, I'm just gonna fucking walk off without telling you.
That's a bit different.
Nope.
Yeah,
I'm doing it.
BRB.
I'm doing it.
Me.
I'm doing it.
Joining me on the stage to talk about it is the executive producer, Burkhard Rathheiser, and community developer, Bastian Thun. Gentlemen, welcome to the stage. I want to begin right away by asking, for people who haven't seen or experienced the Anno series, what are these types of games like?
Yeah, well, Anno 1800 is a PC only real-time strategy game.
Fuck up, very honest.
And it's kind of mixing city building together with economic simulation and naval warfare. And at its core, it's a sandbox game. So you have a vast amount of freedom to explore the world and build huge cities.
And I wonder if you could talk to me a little bit about why the choice of the 19th century for this game.
Well, the 19th century, it's such an interesting and rich era. There was so much happening in this era. Yeah. So we had two industrial revolutions. We had major scientific inventions and also big social changes, and also the creation of the big imperial empires. So it's a really rich era.
And what are some of the elements that we'll get to see from the 19th century in Anno 1800?
So it's kind of, for the player, it's, well, basically you start with the first kind of medieval settlements, and then it's a kind of a journey through the 19th century.
It looks like
kind of
3D Civ.
Everything that kind of happened in this rich era.
Why is that a bad thing?
I understand that you have a very unique take on how to work with the community, how to gather feedback. I was wondering if you could talk to me about
Nobody cares.
I'm back.
Nobody cares.
So last year at Gamescom, when we actually revealed the game, we decided on, you know what, it's pre-alpha, we revealed the game. We invited the community to basically become a member of our development team. So we launched our Anno Union platform. It's a place where we give constant updates on the current development and invite players to give feedback and basically help us developing the game.
Can you give me like an example of exactly how some choices have been steered by the community?
So there's a lot of different stuff we did. So like from the feedback we got on our blogs and focus playtests where invited players, we got so much great feedback, which had to completely rebalance the mid and late game of the game. Also, we heavily expanded on core features of the game based on feedback. We said like, okay, that really seems to work.
Yeah,
Players like
dude,
that. So
with
okay,
how burnt,
let's do it like
you're
improve
really
the quality
crushing
a little bit
Discord
more.
here, the tiny cord.
But
with
they can also vote on
don't
actual
fucking roll your eyes at me about that shit. Okay, with how burnt out Dave was earlier, he would have not been able to handle this.
And I understand that
It would have been like,
footage that you're sharing right now is
That's why I told him to leave.
Yeah, because you knew, right? Yeah, I had a pretty good feeling on it. I was going to be like that
So
too.
right, just in time for E3, you can go to announion.com, check out, we have a vote up where you can vote on one of 5 ships in the game. And that's only the first stage, because in the second stage, we will allow you to design your own ship variant. So the winner of that first vote, then you can design, hand in your own design nodes, drawings, 3D models, whatever you like. And the winner of that contest will actually make it into the game.
Now, where is the website that people can go to again to get the most information right now?
Yeah, just check out anno-union.com. That's basically our big community platform, and we want to invite especially strategy gamers, PC players out there to come help us developing the game, sharing feedback. Just check it out.
Well, gentlemen, thank you for joining me on stage to talk about Anno 1800.
I'm sorry, Marie. I mean, if you want to get us those, sure.
You weirdo.
It's going to be talking about it, and it's a little bit.
Do you actually like?
Not what you'd expect.
I know, because I
Publisher
really don't.
Tinyville
Sorry.
is known for discovering distinctive indie developers and bringing their quirky ideas to the fore, with
Poor
Cluster Trap,
Pixel.
Speedrunners, and Hello Neighbor among their catalogue of hits. And now I'm delighted to be able to bring you the world-exclusive reveal of a game developed by Galvanic Games in cooperation with Explosion. Inspired by the Cyanide and Happiness webcomic, Rapture Rejects is Battle Royale as you've never seen one before, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not. Top down, isometric, cartoony, and basically bonkers. Let's take a look at what happens when the man upstairs makes an epic fail and only beams up the bad people. Introducing Rapture Rejects.
This seems like it's going to be funny already. I'm happy I didn't pee during this one. Are there subtitles in this one?
I'm sorry, Marie. There's no subtitles for E3, is there, Nova?
Dear God, every day I strive to be closer to your light.
Cyanide and Happiness.
I pray that when Judgment Day, that most holiest of days, comes upon us, when you bring all the good people to heaven, that I may live in eternal glory by your side. Amen.
Are there closed captions for E3 and you just never put them up?
I'm looking. On Twitch, there's a button right here. It says CC, not here. Jeez. The Rapture.
Little help? Thanks, brah.
Well then. What is this?
Life after the Rapture, I guess.
Harold! Get down here this instant! You didn't bring the leaves! Smell you later, you old
Oh, God.
This looks pretty good. This looks pretty fucking good.
That looks funny, yeah.
I can't believe we got to show that trailer. That's so great. Our final game that we'll be showcasing this evening is from perhaps the most famous stealth action franchise in gaming,
Hitman.
the Hitman series. Let's take a look at a brand new trailer from Hitman.
Also, yeah, I could have just waited. I feel like an idiot now.
Yeah, because you are.
You know what? My bladder was hurting, though. It was hurting for the past half hour. I had to.
Mine didn't before, yeah.
I peed right before the show.
47.
And I still had to pee.
The innovation race is on its last day.
Did you last time?
And it is down to the wire. The Providence defectors
Okay,
are Robert and Sierra Knox. A day of
I
high
accept your
octane
pee.
thrills and two very public targets.
For 10,000 Patreon, you can see me accept Naomi's pee. Hitman is one of those games I've never liked. He's just a professional hitman. And that's his thing, is that he just stealths in, kills people, stealths out. Agent 47, man.
Joining me to talk about Hitman 2 is game director from IO Interactive, Jacob Mickelson. Join me up here, Jacob.
I'm sorry we talked over the release date for Anno Murray. Are you looking it up?
Yep.
Hey, Sean. Welcome, Jacob.
Sorry,
Thanks
Marie.
for joining me. I mean, right away, tell me, what is Agent 47 doing in Miami?
Well, he's there to pay a visit to Sharon Robert Knox, who are part of the Kronstadt Empire. And yeah, we all know how that ends, right?
Right here, man.
Well, given that it's a Hitman game, I have some hints. And, you know, I always felt like in the Hitman games, the environment was so critical, trying to study and trying to understand it. What are some of the elements in Miami that will show up in Hitman 2?
Yeah, well, absolutely. Miami is, I think it's one of the biggest events we've ever created in the game. And in Miami, we have, of course, the race as the centerpiece.
Yeah.
But being this super high detailed sandbox, we also go to great lengths to actually create all the surrounding bits and pieces, like you have here, backstage area. Of course, we also have that in Miami. So pits and paddocks, there's an emergency room, and so on. So all the facilities needed in order
It says winter
make your
2018,
own way
Marie.
through the
So you
mission
just didn't
and take advantage
put
of
it
the
in the release date?
locations and all the different disguises and items you stumble upon as you move in closer to your targets.
And in terms of the mechanics, I know that there's going to be a lot of the familiar feels, but what are some of the brand new mechanics that are in Hitman?
Yeah, some of the new stuff is, for instance, the crowds we saw here in Miami. First of all, there's more than ever.
Yeah,
we're close to 2,000 people now in the scenes. And on top of that, we also introduced a new crowd mechanic where you can dip into the crowd if you get in trouble. So as long as they are not fleeing or running away, then they're there for you to hide in, so in case you get chased by guards. Another new thing is the picture-in-picture mechanic where you get information about what's going on other places in the level. So if you're setting up traps and stuff like that, you can kind of keep track of where the important characters are. And last but not least, we have the fan favorite, which is the sniper briefcase is back. But this time it's not only for sniper rifles, it's also for all the other things you want to carry around kind of without causing too much attention to yourself.
And I want to ask about some of the weapons and the disguises that have been showing up throughout these trailers.
Yeah, we go to great lengths. I think the theme of this showing is going to be the fish. It's really it's a studio favorite. We're having a lot of laughs at that, right? And then of course you just saw it in the kitchen as a frying pan. So we all know the kitchen is the most dangerous room in your house, right?
Yeah, it really is, though.
Also counts in Hitman.
Knives and hot areas.
I want to ask about some of my favorite content
water,
from Hitman, things like elusive targets, limited time events. Will those be making a comeback?
Absolutely. So there's still going to be escalations for you to kind of challenge the game in many different ways. There's going to be challenge packs.
Potato spag.
Potato spag in an hour and 15 minutes. Sony's conference, man. Come on back. See you.
Oh, yeah. As my final question, the expected question, when does Hitman 2 come out?
Hitman 2 comes out November 13, and if you pre-order right now, you also get access to a new game mode called Sniper Assassin, where you get to play as Agent 47, and also, for the first time in the franchise, you can play along with a friend in the co-op mode.
Well, Jacob, thank you so much for coming out. I'm super looking forward to Hitman 2.
Thank you.
I might be the worst Hitman ever, but I try hard. Now, Jacob, I'm going to thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm going to escort you off to the right. So you're going to rush off this way, because coming in from the left, for the first time ever, vaguely nearby me, it's the co-host, Frankie. Come here, Frankie.
They let me come down from the balcony for good behavior.
Excellent. Well, Frankie, we did it. The
did.
PC Gaming Show is done. Thank you so much for joining us to host this year.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks for all of you who came out to the Will Turn and joined us today. It was a blast. Thanks to Twitch chat. I know that everything you said was appropriate and intelligently thought out. And of course, this year we're curating more great PC
Are you back in an hour for Sony, guys?
South Hall. Last, and of course not least, a huge thank you to all our wonderful sponsors who let the PC Gaming Show come back for a fourth straight year. They are Hi-Res Studios, Digital Extremes, Archangel,
I still
Hellfire,
want to
Team
know what
17,
that fucking
Stardock
that
Entertainment,
bump is.
Acer, Predator, Improbable,
It's
Oculus
two
Rift,
bumps.
Drake's
Yeah, I
Case,
get it.
Tripwire, Frontier Developments, and Square Enix. We hope you have a wonderful E3 and go play some damn
Skipping
video
until
games.
Sony.
Cheers.
Skipping until Sony. Well, what else is there even? Is there even anything else? You back for Spooderman? Okay, don't hug her. She has herpes. Don't hit me. That was the PC gaming show. Oh, let me just stop this. Where's the mouse again? I always lose the mouse. I should make it like bright orange or something so I can just see it. Oh, maybe. Let me just. Yeah, maybe what's going on is that like. Oh, I kind of get it.
What?
Well, that. You were on Twitch's twitch.tv/Twitch, and it had the closed caption.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on twitch.tv/PCGamer. Maybe their own didn't have closed captioning.
Maybe.
Oh, Tepperfrey and Azure are going over to their own stream. You're not allowed.
Bye, guys.
You're not allowed. Splatoon's wrapping up if you need to. Oh, there's like a Splatoon tournament going on right now as well?
Well, somebody did say there was a Nintendo.
Nintendo's tomorrow. Yeah, okay, we are taking a break here. Sony's in an hour and 15 minutes. Nintendo's tomorrow at noon.
I'd
Noon
say I'm
EST.
excited for either, but I don't care. Ha 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 ha
kidding me?
ha 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 ha.
We're broken up. Get out. The fuck? let me actually. Is there anything else coming on after this? Because I'm kind of curious. Let me just see. Where's the schedule? Wait, this is just PC gamers. We'll have to go to Twitch's for the schedule. Okay. Can I just... Shut up. I don't care about you. Oh, they're just showing a bunch of these individual games. Yeah, see? Here it is. Metro, Metal Wolf Chaos, Overland, After Party, then Sony. Yeah, it's an hour of just individual playthroughs of games.
If you want to watch it, sure, but I'm not interested.
I'm not
All right,
interested in that
everybody who doesn't, since we're not streaming it, go watch Tepperfrays and Azure Novas.
Yep. Yep. If you guys want to go, if you guys want to go hang out with them for the next hour, do so.
Actually, you should just host it.
I think I will. I think it'll auto-host when we turn it off.
Well, no, isn't it just a random auto host?
Yeah, but they'll be the only ones who are streaming, so.
Are you sure?
I think so. No one's streaming tonight.
You should manually do it just in case.
Most people that I auto-host don't do E3, so I'm gonna assume that it's just gonna be them.
Okay then, auto host somebody else then.
Yeah, jump over to the Midnights. However, we are gonna be doing Sony in an hour and 15 minutes. We will bring the stream back up probably about an hour's time.
So if you really love us, come back.
Yeah. And we're gonna do Sony. But yeah, we're taking a break. That was the E3 PC gaming show. Actually, wait, what did you think of it?
Eh.
You want to talk about that? Yeah, there's lots of eh.
Lots
of games.
I was pretty meh. Some of them are just like, yeah, I'd probably get that, but I will get it for super cheap because I'm a cheap fuck.
Yep, Steam sales, man, Steam sales.
Really low Steam sales.
There was nothing there that I really wanted to get like right away.
No, I wanted to hear fucking from Chucklefish about their new game that should be coming out, but no. But whatever.
No, guys.
Whatever.
No, guys. Okay. But yeah, that was all right. It was just kind of in the middle of the road, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, go check out Midnights. Come back in an hour for Sony. We'll see you there.
Bye.
Bye. How dare those fucking guys try to steal our goddamn audience? And especially since they're gonna be fucking like trying to keep it after Sony. Yeah.
You think so, you fucking faggot?
Have fun, guys.